back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers now on first down. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Rodgers now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Rodgers to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vince Beagle from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Here we go. Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A swing pass caught. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 58 yards.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the one back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad? And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sharif Floyd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Well, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Easy.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Red zone opportunity. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now he'll escape to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
319. Easy. Jump out. Get reset. Easy. Check 50.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Well, now they'll try the end around. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. He's got a man, complete. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around him.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Here's Rodgers. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be a second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Green, 39! Green, 39! No, Jack, Patriot!
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most... And Freeman lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
On the ground, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing deep for Stewart. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Rodgers looking to throw on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Vince Beagle in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 319.
Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to get a score back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top. The swing pass caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A give. This is Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They try again with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of one, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Rodgers now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On second down, Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at about the 14. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.